You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris on a Macron Monday.
Macron?
Uh-huh.
What do you speak
It's
of?
Macron.
I have been saying it wrong.
John spoke French.
Yes, Macron
Macron.
Monday, because we've got a prize we're giving away today from Monday's Macrons.
Because we've been calling them what? Macaroons.
I've been saying
right?
macaroons
So
for
have
my
I.
entire life.
Yeah.
So have I.
Yeah, a super nice young lady, and she gave us some of these to give away. So we're gonna pass that on to you. If you
I
haven't signed up,
had a sample of these about 2 weeks
so
ago.
good.
They're amazing.
Oh, so good. If you haven't signed up yet, do it now because we're giving these away in just a bit. Facebook.com. No, that's Facebook.
What's that, John?
John?
Hey, how you doing? Facebook.com/Sunny Radio. You'll see a link there and on the winning page at sunnyradio.com. I'll be quiet, let Dan. Dan, what do we have going on over there?
Wow. Holy, nice job, John.
Thank you very much.
Smooth as a baby's bottom.
Can you tell I'm a trained professional?
It happens to be National Emo Day.
Ooh.
Emo Day. Of course, emo, I
Phillips?
guess kind of a fashion statement lifestyle.
It is.
Launched out of the
Yeah.
80s, the punk movement,
Yeah.
right?
Does that have
right?
anything to do with Emo Phillips?
No.
No, okay.
No, great name, though.
Because he dresses kind of emo.
Emo, yeah, the emo. Are emo kids still out there? I don't think
They're
so.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
A little bit?
Every once in a while I see an emo kid.
Just kind of shuffle around, mad at their dads, looking for a deal at Hot Topic.
Is that how it is? I don't know how it works.
Well, hey, get a designated driver.
Have yourself an emo little Christmas.
Have an emo little Christmas. Jennifer Beals is 59 today.
She's adorable.
Man, could she flash dance or
She
what?
could.
What? Every time I watch that movie, I put on my leg warmers. I go nuts.
I can see you do that, actually.
Throw on a little Dr. Pepper lip smacker. Yeah. Woo! Let's see. Man, she was just adorable in Who's the Boss? Pretty darn hot and charmed. And now she's an activist. Alyssa Milano is 50.
Oh, that's right.
What fascinates me about her
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She's interesting.
I've never observed someone who's wrong 100% of the time.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Completely wrong every
All
time she opens her
the
mouth.
time.
And you go,
She was scheduled to be a guest on our radio program, and then she looked at my Twitter feed, and I wasn't liberal enough, and she said no.
Yeah.
Seriously, because it says I'm a conservative Christian. She's like, nope, not talking to him.
Nope.
It's like, what? I'm not talking politics anyway. We're going to promote this thing you're doing. All right,
Yeah.
Alyssa. Sorry.
Whatever.
And then my personal favorite birthday today, Tim Reed. Venus Flytrap, WKRP, baby.
I love WKRP so
Tim Reed
much.
is 78 today.
Is he?
Tim Reed, and I love this. We're going back to 1987. I take a job in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm coming out of Minneapolis, born and raised, right? I hit this station in Sioux Falls. I'm wearing a cream-colored suit,
Yeah.
ponytail, diamond stud earring, driving a pearl-colored Riviera.
Yeah.
Look at all that and a side of fries. What I didn't know is it never was very nice to me. In fact, I stayed at that station over 7 years.
Yeah.
But they nicknamed me behind my back. I wouldn't find out for probably a year or two later. Venus Flytrap.
You were Venus.
Yes, behind my back, they referred to me as Venus. Like, who's this slick shitty
When you
kid?
walked in the room and say, hey, what's up, babies?
It was, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What's up, babies?
Oh, I even had a diamond pinky ring.
That was Johnny that said, "What's up, babies?"
yeah.
We got to watch that.
Tim Reed. So we got a
WKRP.
little taste here
Oh,
with a
Okay.
little twist on it.
okay.
WKRP, a little dramatic reading. It's getting late, my friend. I miss you so. Take good care of you. I've got to go, baby. If you've ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Sioux Falls, Sunny, 93.3.
Nice.
Buddy, a little artistic liberty there.
That sounded familiar other than that sunny part.
A little bit. All right, historically speaking, things that shaped us and the people we are today, kind of, sort of. Teresa Vaughan was her name. This was huge back in 1922. Confesses, total confession, in court in Sheffield, England, to being married to 61 different men.
Oh, wow.
Over a 5-year period in 50 cities in 3 different countries.
How would you have time?
And she was only 24.
What the what?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
Where did she find the time for all this?
Isn't
I have
that
one wife and I
nuts?
can't keep up with it.
I think this may have been about money. I'm not sure.
Could have
but I'm
been.
guessing. It was 1958. huge out of the world of radio, the first radio broadcast from space this day in 58. President Dwight Eisenhower's Christmas message, in part, quote, "To all mankind, America's wish for peace on earth and goodwill to men everywhere."
Nice.
Said, and we'll be back right after this for your chance to win in the latest from Cher. And in 2001, hit the big screens this day, Fellowship of the Ring, the first Lord of the Rings film is released. Clocks in at 47 million. Its first weekend release in the U.S.
They did okay.
Yeah, goes on to snag almost $900 million worldwide.
Wow.
I've always thought that whole thing would have been shorter, that whole ring thing and Hobbit thing, if the elves and hobbits would have had sniper rifles. But that's just me weighing in. So I know, you know, we all know. We just bounce ahead.
All right, we're going to do exactly that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
If you're buying gifts this time of year, chances are you're using a card. But is it the right card? At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Some people like the cashback cards. Others like the cards that offer perks and points. And some people find a no-frills credit card to help them build their credit. Whatever works best for you, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
So excited to have a guest joining me right now. One of the comedians from Snow Jam Comedy Festival, which is coming up next month. We've got Spencer Bland joining us, but you're not a bland dude. You're a funny guy, Spencer. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Yeah, I like to think so myself. My friends, I got the nickname Spicy in high school, so now I would just kind of go by that.
There you go. I like it. Now, Snow Jam is coming up later next month. It's the 19th through the 20th of January. First of all, have you ever been to Sioux Falls, South Dakota?
I have never been to Sioux Falls, South Dakota in my life. I'm stoked.
What they always say, if you're going to come here, the best time to come here is January 19th through the 21st of 2023.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's beautiful in the winter.
It is, yeah. So make sure you pack plenty of long johns and sweaters, and you can bring a swimming suit if you want. But all the outdoor pools, I believe, will be closed.
I might take a polar bear plunge. We'll see what happens.
See, there you go. No, we're excited to have you here. Now, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy?
I've been doing stand-up comedy for about almost 8 years, man. It's been a while.
And what was it that first got you interested in doing that? Going up on stage, talking to a bunch of strangers like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I was a theater kid growing up, and then also, my dad raised me on comedy, listening to like Steve Martin and Robin Williams albums.
Oh, yeah.
There was a comedy, not a comedy club, but like a club at the college that I went to of people who did comedy, and ran into one of the guys at a bar one night, and they just, inspired me to go to an open mic, and I went, and it was pretty much history after that.
That is awesome. So now when you're on stage, what kind of stuff do you talk about typically? Do you have kind of a genre that you're known for?
Yeah, I'd like to think so. I mean, I'm from North Carolina, so I don't know what the religious makeup is out in South Dakota, but everyone was kind of raised religious here, and I'm a child of divorce. So I just kind of talk about, the wacky, whimsical nature of being raised in some weird churches and growing up with two pretty wild parents of divorce. My dad is an interesting guy, and he was I was a child of divorce, and we were dating alongside each other, which was fun. So I have a lot of jokes about that. And then my mom's a crazy lady. I love her to death. She's my favorite person in the world, but she's not safe from any of my jokes either. And then I'm a millennial in my mid 30s, so just a lot of jokes about growing up with that stuff like that. But yeah, I just pretty much nothing's off limits. But I'm definitely not one of those comics. But I just like to make fun of life growing up. It's just a good time. That
is awesome. Now, have you done a bunch of festivals like this Snow Jam Festival in the past?
Actually, this past year was like a big festival circuit for me. The closest I got to South Dakota, I did Omaha Comedy Fest. So I came out to Omaha, Nebraska. I think it was July of this year being 2022. So, and that was great. So, what I've been saying is that the Midwest liked me so much that Nebraska talked and South Dakota heard it, and they want me to come check you guys out. So.
I'm excited to have you here. And again, the thing that's really cool, there's a bunch of comedians who come here, and you have to qualify. Like you made the cut. There were a lot of people who submitted videos. You were hand chosen, and I'm proud to say I had nothing to do with that this year. In the past, I've had the opportunity to watch the videos, but you know how hard that is for me? I want everybody to come to the festival. And this year
I know, man.
Nobody gets to blame me that they didn't make it this year. It's not John's fault. But I am really excited to have you here. And again, like I said, is it your first time in the state or just your first time doing comedy in the state?
I'm pretty sure it's my first time in the state because I've driven out to Colorado a few times with friends. I don't think you drive to South Dakota to get to Colorado.
You can, depending on which way you go.
I'm putting my North Carolina education to test right here with my geography skills. But we're last in the nation in education for a reason.
There you go. Well, yeah.
My only relation to South Dakota is I've got a friend and fellow comedian, Sean Jordan, who is he's a Sioux Falls native, and that's the only thing I know about South Dakota. And
if you know Sean Jordan, you know a very funny guy, first of all, and he represents South Dakota well. So I'm glad that's what you know about Sioux Falls and South Dakota.
Oh yeah, he's a good guy too, one of the best.
Well, we're excited to see you when you're here, and the nice thing is, I thought I was going to miss this festival completely this year. And I rearranged some things, so I actually will be here, and I get to meet everybody, and I'm always excited for that. I was really bummed out because, like I said, I thought we were going to be gone that weekend, but as it turns out, we are here, and we will be in the front row. We'll be laughing as you're telling jokes. So excited to meet you when you get to town. Thanks for taking the time to chat, sir.
I'm stoked for it. I can't wait to meet you in person. You got a voice to radio. I hope you got a face for comedy.
I don't know. People point and laugh a lot. I think that could be. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
Well, Spencer,
I'm stoked, man.
Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, dude.
Again, Spencer Bland, one of the many comics who will be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota for Snow Jam Comedy Festival, January 19th through the 21st of next year. So it's coming up here about a month from now. So if you'd like to get tickets, snowjamcomedyfest.com. That's the place to go. Again, snowjamcomedyfest.com.
There's no place like home for the holidays, but if you can't be home, at least you can call home. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. If you currently pay more than $15 a month, it's time for a Mintervention at Mintervention.com. You can see the special holiday offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Macron Monday?
Macron. Is it France or Canada?
It's France. The President Macron.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's...
part of what I find interesting is we've been referring to these as macaroons forever.
Yes, macaroons are something completely different.
This was going to be Macaroon Mondays.
Macron.
There's a company called Mondays Macrons. I've just been saying it wrong for a long time.
Right. I had the pleasure of meeting her last week.
Nice
actually.
lady, isn't she?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just the greatest. So anyway, if you're looking for Christmas gifts to give to somebody, there's still time to get them. If you go to our page, there's actually a link to go to see her as well. But you can also register to win, and we'll do one more giveaway next week. So here's your first winner, and then we're going to have our next winner next week.
Okay, winner of Macron's, exactly. What are we talking, a dozen here?
It's one of the sleeves of Macron's.
Sleeves of Macron's.
Sleeve of Macron.
I might eat one or two on the way to deliver.
It might be a partially full
delivery
sleeve.
fee.
Right. if you win Macron's from us and there's teeth marks in them, well, it's just kind of how John rolls.
That's not how they got to us. I'm just telling you.
He brought me ribs once and there weren't any.
That wasn't me.
But I asked you if you wanted anything, and Dan, joking, goes, "Yeah, give me some ribs." And when I came back, I gave him literally a styrofoam container with 11 rib bones and one rib.
Rude.
Some bones, yeah.
There you go.
How that
You're like,
works.
what is this? I'm like, you said you wanted ribs. I ate them on the way here.
This is tasty stuff. These Macrons, and congratulations to Travis Ball.
Nice.
Travis. Big T. T-Dog. T-United. Travis.
I love
The
that
Ballster. The Ball Man.
I'm going to eat half of his macarons for sure.
All right, and this is interesting, and I think we're definitely going to need Heidi to weigh in on this.
Uh-oh.
Pay attention, Heidi. Quit playing Candy Crush.
I'm not playing Candy Crush.
This just went down about a week ago or so. A woman from the U.S. recently moved to Dublin. I believe that's in Ireland last time I checked.
Yes, it is.
Anyways, some of the town folks were kicking around the Guinness World Records, right? And this actually was an established record, and she decided to throw down, and she beat it. Her name is Rachel, either Rachel or Raquel, doesn't matter, Schmidt. Moved to Dublin earlier this year, said she decided to take on the record for the most underpants pulled on in 30 seconds.
What?
Yes.
Why is that a record?
Because it reminded her of making costume quick changes while she was performing in theater productions.
No
for
kidding.
years. So, in 30 seconds, she pulled on 19 pairs of ladies' undies.
No
Nice.
kidding. One at a time, or can you bunch them up?
See, that's my question. It doesn't get too specific here.
Do we need the specifics? Really?
Was she layering?
I'm assuming she was
Or-
layering.
Did she start with some panties on to start with?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not Googling this. I'm telling you that
But
right now.
she's made the Guinness Book.
There you go. That's
19
cool.
pairs. That had to be like granny panties, right?
Must have been.
Big
You would
baggy
think.
something,
Could have been.
something.
I'm embarrassed because last week I literally they weren't panties, they were shorts. I was putting on some shorts and I got my foot caught in the pocket of the shorts and I almost fell down. All I could think of is how awful would that be if I went in with a broken arm and it's because I hurt myself putting on
Well, this
shorts.
is a little embarrassing.
Yeah, because when you think about it, I mean, 19 pairs in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's fast.
speedy.
That's really
more
fast.
than more than 2 a second.
Yeah, okay.
No, that's 1 every 2 seconds.
And quoting Miss
I'm not really good at this.
quoting Miss Schmidt here, when looking for a record to attempt to break, this one really stood out to me. I think this record is a great combination of speed and strategy and matches my skill set well.
Jeez.
Schmidt was able to don the 19 pairs of panties in the allotted time, beating the record of 17, which was set a few years back by Toshika Kasuga of
I think
Japan.
Heidi's going to take this one on.
She's making notes here.
She
No,
is.
I am not taking this
She's
on.
working on, you know, how much would that suck though? I've always thought it'd be cool to have a world record. Charlie would love to have a world record. Heidi makes fun of it. How much would it suck if she's the one that ends up with a world record? Rub it in our little faces. Look at him, the world record.
I haven't
holder.
worn underpants for years.
Would you just?
But I think seriously, you could do this, Heidi.
You could. Yeah.
I don't think I could.
You get practicing right now. But then the question is, that's just the ladies' record. There's got to be a guy's record.
Yeah.
Maybe there's not. Maybe you guys could do
I
it
don't
with
know.
just like 4 pairs of underpants and you'd be a world record holder.
Oh, John, we may have found our lane here, my friend.
We're going to squeeze this in. In addition to our Pips cover band, we're going to do this. This is now our second hobby that we're going to work on in the new year.
Well, congratulations to Miss Schmidt.
Nice.
Appreciate all your efforts.
Yeah. I found that interesting. Heidi?
I also found that interesting.
All right, Dan, good job, man.
Boy, thanks you guys.
It's the John and Heidi Show
Appreciate
bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
If you're buying gifts this time of year, chances are you're using a card. But is it the right card? At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Some people like the cashback cards. Others like the cards that offer perks and points. And some people find a no-frills credit card to help them build their credit. Whatever works best for you, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, December 19th, 2022. Equities extended the rally to new heights last week, but beat a hasty retreat following the FOMC policy announcement. The policy change was as expected, but came with a more hawkish than expected tone that could lead to core interest rates above 5% next year. At that level, mortgage rates will top 10% and have a resounding impact on housing and the economy. The market will get no reprieve this week. There is a host of data due out to include housing data, the index of leading indicators, and the PCE price index, which may confirm cooling inflation, but the others will most likely point to economic contraction. The question is whether year-over-year inflation is falling or still running hot. If PCE prices are still running hot in the year-over-year comparison, the market needs to brace for further tightening and the possibility of a significant recession in 2023. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.